This past weekend, Gypsyrose Blanchard and Ken URKER made their official comeback public by displaying their renewed love, and TMZ got the first glimpse. At the Jazz Fest on Saturday in Fresh Orleans, GRB and her ex-fiancé shared a kiss and displayed extreme PDA. If you thought the initial pictures of them cuddling up were cute, wait until you see these fresh ones. Gypsy and Ken can be seen dancing to the music in new pictures and videos that TMZ has acquired. There's also a cute new picture of the couple kissing, showing off their massive smooch. Gypsy tells TMZ to emphasize the point. After getting back in touch earlier this month, we discovered that our love for each other is simply evident, and one should never pass up the opportunity to live. She continues, saying, "Our past provided the ideal framework for a fresh start. We're together, and our relationship is flourishing right now. Although we are anticipating a hard road ahead, we are enthusiastic about it." When Gypsy and Ken initially started dating, GRB was still incarcerated, serving time for her part in the death of her mother, D.D. Blanchard. Through a pen pal program for inmates, Gypsy and Ken got in touch and were engaged in April 2019. But in the end, they called off their engagement, which encouraged Gypsy to get in touch with Ryan Anderson, a new pen friend. Gypsy and Ryan exchanged vows in a wedding in July 2022. Behind bars, but they split up in 2024. Just a few months after she was let out of jail. Although insiders informed us that Gypsy was content with her single status, they also mentioned how much she enjoyed getting back in touch with Ken once the news of her breakup became public. It's obvious that a lot has transpired between the two since then. In the previous few weeks, Gypsy and Ken have gone on a few outings together, including visits to a tattoo parlor, a dollar store, and other locations. In nearly all of those, they appeared really comfortable. It's time for Gypsy and Ken, y'all, to embrace their newfound love now. *POSTS on FACEBOK following surgery, Gypsyrose Blanchard was spotted holding her ex-fiancé, Ken URKER, close at a recent incident. Since Gypsy's divorce, the two have denied any romantic involvement. Still, there was chemistry between the two. For all the information, continue reading. After surgery, Gypsyrose Blanchard cuddles up with her ex-fiancé. Did he manage to escape? Before Gypsyrose Blanchard met Ryan Scott Anderson, she was betrothed to Ken URKER. They first got together while she was serving a 10-year term for her involvement in her mother D.D. Blanchard's murder. For those who do not know, Gypsy was a Munchausen by proxy victim. Thus, even though D.D.'s daughter was healthy, she managed to convince Gypsy and other medical professionals that she was gravely ill. When Gypsy could no longer handle it, she enlisted the help of her internet boyfriend, Nick Godejohn, to kill D.D. with a knife. He is presently serving a life term. In any event, Gypsy and Ken had a failed relationship despite their meeting and engagement. After that, in 2020, she received a letter from Ryan. They fell in love, got engaged, and got married in 2022. Gypsy constantly hung on to Ken, even though they were in love. In December 2023, having completed 85% of her sentence, she was freed and appeared content with Ryan. She revealed that they had separated up and that she was now back at home with her family 3 months later. As of right now, TMZ claims that Gypsy and Ken URKER were holding hands during the Jazz Fest in New Orleans. She was leaning on him, and he had his arms around her. They once left together, hand in hand. Gypsyrose Blanchard gazed into his eyes, her arms encircling his neck. This occurs just a few weeks after she had dental work and a $5,000 nose job to repair all of the damage to her mouth from childhood trauma. Despite spending time together and even obtaining matching tattoos, she and Ken have maintained a strictly platonic relationship.